Welcome, people to the internet and YouTube, just like that, gaming back with another gameplay commentary for you guys from Black Ops 1, playing on the map Firing Range. And this is where Call of Duty was at its best. I think the years of 2009, 2010 were great for this game, and I'm really disappointed to see where the series is going now. But let's not talk about that in this commentary. Let's focus on YouTube drama. And this is something that's evolved since 2010, since this game was in its limelight in 2010, 2011. Now, I'm not going to be like everyone else and pick on one person. I'm not going to be like everyone else and say that drama's bad for the community, because I think there's a good purpose for it. I think the intentions of drama are good, but some of it is bad and negative towards other people. And I'm going to talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly. I'm going to give situations for each of these, examples. I'm going to give an example for the good drama that needs to be reported on, that needs to be talked about. I'm going to talk about the bad drama, and I'm going to talk about the ugly drama, because there's all these scenarios that need to be there. But before we go there, I want to talk about where I first saw drama and kind of where I classify it. The first time I ever saw drama was when Wings and Syndicate had their famous 1v1 on Bog and COD 4, and Wings lost and kind of lost his shit and got mad about it. But I sympathize with him, because I probably would have been the same in that situation, because you don't like losing. When you're a prideful person and you're proud of yourself and you take a lot of pride in how people perceive you, it is frustrating when you're not the best. If I played in a 1v1 match ever in Call of Duty, it's frustrating when you lose. You don't like losing. And if you're a prideful person, that's how you feel. So I don't actually take any negative impact on him. The next big drama thing that I remember was the giveaways, which was something that needed to be brought to light, because people were exploiting the YouTube algorithm, saying, hey, favorite my videos for a giveaway, and miscategorizing. And these are situations that are bad for the community, but it was good that people were bringing it to light. One of the white knights back then was Hutch, and I gotta give so much props to him, because one of my favorite things I ever saw was when he was in a debate. I can't remember who the other YouTuber was. I'm gonna say Extra Odds, but I'm not sure. I'm not gonna speculate. And he was just saying how it was wrong, and I agree wholeheartedly with the fact that it was a wrong thing to do. I don't think that exploiting your fans to move yourself further up the YouTube algorithm is a good thing to do. But without talking too much about the past, let's talk about a really good example of good drama, and where I think drama was a good thing to be brought to light, which is the Raw Instinct situation, where iFlyIllini made this video. A very unknown YouTuber at the time made this video about Raw Instinct, said, hey, this guy's copying T Martin's formula, copying his thumbnails, and making his videos very similar to Martin's, so people think they're T Martin videos, but they're actually Raw Instinct videos. Now, nothing against Raw Instinct. This is a true thing that happened, and unfortunately for him, it killed his channel. But it needed to be brought to light. It was something that was wrong in our community, and if more and more people saw this happening, more and more people would have adopted it. But because it was taken care of right away, and these copying of videos and thumbnails, it never caught on. It never became a thing that people did. And for me, that was a huge stepping stone in moving people past kind of focusing on copying formulas of others, because they're like, I don't want to end up like Raw Instinct. And no one does, right? No one wants to be known as that guy who copied another YouTuber. That's not something that's good for your reputation. It's not something that's good for you as a person. Now, obviously, I feel bad for what happened for Raw Instinct, because he was a guy that lived off YouTube and had to change his daily life because he wasn't a YouTuber anymore. Was some of his content unique to T Martin's? Sure it was. But the bulk of it was misleading to fans, and that was unfair to people that were watching him and unfair to everyone else. Now, going off the same person who exposed Raw Instinct, let's talk about a bad example for drama. Because at times when people are doing negative things, like what Raw Instinct was doing, it is good to have drama. There's a place for it. But in the situation of iFlyIllini, this is when drama is bad. Someone found him on a site called Chaturbate. For those who are under 18, do not go there. It is... I don't actually really know what it is. I think it's a cam site that people go on and they're like, I'm a cam person. So he was on there, somebody recognized him, essentially put it out up there on the internet, then someone contacted his commanding officer in the military, contacted his wife, and essentially ruined his life. And that is not something that you need in this community. We do not need somebody saying, let's go out there and ruin other people's lives, because he's doing something that is technically legal. Being a cam person is legal. Nothing about what he was doing is illegal. Completely legal practice. Unfortunately, he wasn't allowed to because he was in the military. But he was doing it legally. He wanted some extra money, so he was doing it. I don't see any problem with that. And I don't know why we as a community needed to go after a guy who was doing something that was technically legal, just wasn't in the confines of his job. But if he was a YouTuber, completely legal, and we destroyed someone's life because of it. He changed everything. He got kicked out of the military. He quit YouTube for the most part. He's now doing some EDM stuff. And it was a really negative thing on the community because people decided to attack him. Now, I'm not trying to be a white knight and say, oh, drama's all bad. But those situations where we ruin other people's lives and make their days harder and make our lives or their lives harder, there's no positive outcome of that. And for me, it makes no sense to shed light on situations that don't affect your everyday living. Now, what Raw Instinct was doing, bad. That's why it was a good thing that that drama occurred. It was a good thing that that got brought to light. Shitty that his channel got shut down, or that his channel essentially died because of it, but it made him reflect on what he was doing and make better choices. iFlyIllini was just essentially shoehorned out of a great position on YouTube and was a decent commentator, was in the military, and essentially got his entire life ruined because somebody shared something that he was doing that was legal. Now, I know these could get mixed up and say, well, JLT, let's be honest, like, really, was what Raw Instinct doing that bad? No. But when someone's copying someone else's videos, that should be brought to light. When someone is doing something to earn an extra dollar, as long as it's legal, he wasn't out back selling crack or pulling Walter White shit and selling meth to kids. He was doing something that was completely legal. Now let's talk about the ugly. And that is false allegations to people to either garner views or whatever it might be. And one of the biggest examples we can see is last year, or I think it was in the springtime, I'm not sure, you guys can correct me down below in the comment section, but was when a news site called Drama Alert reported that this person was a RuneScape streamer, was actually a rapist and a pedophile. And it got to the point where a bunch of fans of Drama Alert went on there, onto his stream, and bombarded him and destroyed his life. It got to the point where he was crying on stream, and it was an ugly situation. And they got it wrong. Somebody gave the host the wrong information, and it was a shitty situation. And that is when I realized drama has no place in this community. But does it? I want to know your comments down below. What do you think about YouTube drama? Let me know with a comment down below. And if you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. If you want to see more from me, hit that subscribe button. Until next time, guys, just like that gaming, signing off. Peace.